Today we'll understand the organization's structure, how it will be there, and how we need to handle the organization elements.
Okay.
Organization structure or enterprise structure. And so, do you have any idea on like your Ford and all those things?
Food and logistics. Yeah, similarly, they're using other software. The same as other software. They are customized software.
No, even Ford also using SAP. You know that?
No, I don't know.
Actually, Ford
I
also
know only the SAPMM.
Okay, so how they are creating there?
They are customized software. They are from IBM. They supported.
No, so Ford also using SAP actually. We worked on SAP for.
Okay. But in plant, they are using only CMS. But other than that, I don't know.
Okay.
Everyone says CMS only we are working. CMS only like, but some other persons are working. I don't know.
Maybe. Or like from here to SAP, they may have the integration.
Yeah, this organization structure we learned about first day itself, right?
No.
Okay.
This we are not learn. I mean, see, first day we given like overview, but we have a lot of things in this one. Okay, so we have the organization structure like company and company code, purchase organization, plant and storage location. Okay, so like a company and company codes, these are like mostly we handle it from the financial perspective. Okay, so any organization structure, then it will be start with company and company code and purchase organization and plant and storage location. Okay. So company can be anything like it is like a legal entity. Okay. Legal entity. Okay, so it is a legal entity and which will describe the entire entire organization. Okay, so how it can be happen, like for example, if you see Ford. Okay, so Ford generally we call it as a company. Okay, so if you talk about Ford, it can be handled entire different geographical elements also, like the Ford is a head group. Okay, head under the Ford, like if you see Ford India is there, Ford Pakistan is there, Ford Bangladesh is there, Ford China is there. Okay. So, but the company we will call it as a Ford. Okay. So, which is combination of all entire globe, your profit and loss statements or legal documents can be handled by the Ford. Okay. Okay. Then, if you talk about company code. Okay. So, these company codes, like we defined based on the region. Okay. So, for example, if you are in Asia, I mean, if your organization is divided entire things into 4 parts like Asia, North America, South America, Europe, if they divide in that kind of region, okay, they will define each company code for certain region. Or if they want to create each company code with respect to of the country specific. For example, generally how based on what we are doing is, first is based on the region, and second one is based on the business, and third one is based on the country. Okay, country or currency generally.
Okay.
So based on the currency. So generally, if you see the currency, India is one currency, Nepal is another currency, and China is another currency. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if they want to see profit, I mean financial statements with respect to of the currency level. Okay, then we need to define in the currency level based on the business level. So it depends on the business how they want to look their profitable statements like currency wise or product wise, how they want to look. So that can be handled here. Okay. Next one is a purchase organization. Okay, so these purchase organizations are again, so what is the responsibility of this purchase organization? Generally, the purchase organization can be handled for the procurement of material. Okay, so these purchasing department is one of the entity which generally deals about the procurement of the material and the negotiations of the particular material. Okay, and the product delivery. Okay, so all those things can be handled by the purchase organization.
Okay.
Okay, so these purchase organization can be plant specific, okay, or cross plant, or central purchase organization. Okay, so for example, if you have, let me share you one example. FORD, Ford, okay, company, and Ford India is my company code, okay, and FORP is my purchase organization, FOR1 and FOR2 and FOR3, FOR4 is my fourth plant. Okay.
Okay.
So for example, if you talk about FOR1 is a one plant which these guys are only deals with the engine manufacturers. Okay. So generally these guys won't procure like a plastic and all those things. I mean the covers, the seats. For this, it is not required. The main motto of this plant is only to manufacture the engines.
Okay.
So what they will procure? So generally they procure the materials which are related to the engine. Okay, then these guys will say, we don't want all of the purchase guys, they don't know about what we need procure. We need separate purchasing people who will generally specified in the engines. Okay, so they have the, I mean, those people need to have negotiations with the particular engines of it. Okay, so then what the Ford will do, they will create a separate purchase organization.
For other two, FOR1, right?
FOR1, for FOR1, they will create a one purchase organization, separate purchase organization. Okay. Okay. FRP1. Otherwise, FPO1. Okay. Code purchase organization. These guys deals only the procurement of this particular plant. Okay. So these guys won't procure for FOR2, FOR3, FOR4. Okay. Okay. So this kind of purchase organizations generally we'll call it as a plant specific purchase organizations. Okay. Okay. So next is a cross plant purchase organizations. Cross plant means what? For example, they want some other procurement like FORP. Okay, so purchase organization, and these also maintaining for this FORP. Okay, same purchase organizations. Okay, which can be procurement for this one and this one, FOR3 and FOR2 also. Okay. So these kind of things we'll call it as a cross plant purchase organization. So what is the advantage of when you are doing for the cross plant purchase organization? Okay, so the advantage of cross-plant purchase organization is for example, I want to procure some so and so material. Okay, so that can be used by FOR2 and FOR3, both the plants. Okay.
Okay.
So, for example, one is there in Tambram, another one is there in Tirunelveli. Okay.
Okay.
So, I have one vendor. Okay, that vendor is told I will supply only Tambram for 5 rupees per each material. But
Okay.
if you say Tirunelveli, the value will be increased to 6 rupees.
Okay.
Okay, so what is happening? Same material, but the distance is different. But you are he increased price. Okay, so
Okay.
what is happening? You are procuring for the same organization. So why the price differences? It should not be, right.
Yes.
Okay, so then the cross plant procurement guys will come into picture, and they will order bulk. Okay, so then they will say deliver. Then they will change the address of this material, delivery address. One you need to supply to Tambram, another one you need to supply to Tirunelveli. Okay, then they will give that one. So what is happening? Your organization will be saved by the different charges.
Okay.
Okay, so that kind of cases, this can be used. Okay, like a cross plant. Yeah, purchase organizations can be handled. Okay. So next is the central purchase organizations, which is also similar functionality about the cross plant, but the central will be applicable for the all the brands.
Okay.
Okay. So that is different levels of the purchase organizations. Okay. So next is a plant. Okay. So what is meant by plant? So generally plant is a place where you do the manufacturing or servicing, like assembling, all those things you will do. So that place we'll call it as a plant. Okay. So that is about the plant. Plant can be multiple, or it can be have the single. Okay. So the next one is a storage location. The storage location is a place which is inside the plant. Okay. So which is inside the plant, or which can be outside of the plant also sometimes. So storage location, generally we use it to keep the stock at see, once we done the manufacturing, what we'll do, we will keep this finished product material to the storage locations or godowns. Generally, we'll call it as a godowns. From there, we are sending this material to the outside. Okay. Okay, so that is about the organization elements, like a plant and all those things. Okay. Okay, so but how this linkage will be happen, like storage location and storage location, FSL1, FSL2, and FSL3, FSL4. And these are the storage locations. Okay, and we call it about now. So now these are the independent organization elements. There is no linkage actually. Okay, so how we are going to handle this these things, like when you are sending the stock, like when you are sending this material from one to another organization elements. Okay, so how we need to do that, just we'll discuss. So generally what will happen now, we define like a organization structure, like company code, purchase organization, plant and storage locations. Okay, so these are the independent organization elements. Okay, so which is not dependent, I mean there is no data flow between one to another. Okay. Okay, for example, I procured some material. Okay, so generally what should it happen? It should be data need to be flow to the finance. Yes. Okay, I mean the amount should be should know to the these guys. Finance people need to know, because end of the day, these finance guys will do the payment. Okay. So even what can things we do, then they will do the changes. Okay. So generally what will happen, so to increase the data, okay, to increase the data like flow from one module to another module. Okay, so from the MM to FI, okay, MM to SD, MM to PP, okay, so all those things.
Okay.
So that data need to be flow, right? Then only it will be flown to the flown to the other things. Okay, so in order to flow that, so what we will do is we will do the interlinkage, like so we will assign company to company code. Okay. So purchase organization to company. Okay. Purchase organization to plant. Plant to company code. Okay. Storage location to plant. Okay. So these linkages we will give. So if you give these linkages, what will happen? The data will be flown from one to another. Like when you do the some goods sale, what will happen? The inventory will be hit. Okay. And sometimes what happen? It can be updated by the financial statements. Okay, so once you give this kind of linkages, what will happen? You able to see the full-fledged data integration. Okay, so if you don't give the integration, there is no updation. I mean, there is no use of no use of these things. Okay, so that's why it's plays a major role. So that's why SAP is a most advanced tool when compared to other, because of you able to check the data flow from one to another, and you can understand the well-versed of integration about the SAP to other modules. Okay, so that's the thing about advantages about SAP to others. It's common for every company, right? This procedure, company to company code. Yeah. This is common for entire SAP. So now whatever we are discussing, this is common. And the business, I mean, some standard business is there. So apart from that, it will be changed. So based on the business requirements, it will be changed. Okay. So this is about this topic. We'll call it as assignments. Assignments to organizational elements. Okay, someone will ask what is your organization structure means, then you need to tell company code, purchase organization, plant, storage location, and we will do the linkage like a company code to company, purchase organization to company code, plant to purchase organization, plant to company code, storage location to plant. Okay, so this is about how these things can be happen. And the next is, so what are the things like how you give the linkages? See, in the SAP system, there is a transaction path. Okay, so generally SPRO, reference IMG, okay, and enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, define company. So we generally will go to this kind of notes, okay? And then we will do the define company code, define plan, purchase organization, store locations, lot of things over here. Okay, and if you want to do the assignments, same SPRO. This we will see in the system. So generally this you can see in the system, directly you will understand.
Okay, fine.
Assignments, and then you do the assignments of all company to company code, etc. A lot of things you can check it over here. Okay, so these are the things we can do in the our organization structures. Okay, so how it can be happen, so how you need to give the linkage. So the most part is like how you are giving the linkage is most important. Generally the definition we can do by copy pasting something and you can create it directly. But if you want to do the linkage and you need to follow like company to company and all those things, you can handle. Okay, so this is about how the organization structure plays a major role when you are defining the things in the enterprise.
Okay.
Okay, so you clear this topic?
Fine.
Okay.
It's clear.
So next we have the concept called as a master data. Okay, so what is mean by master data? Okay, the data which is stored for long time and not changed frequently, generally we'll call it as a master. Okay, so so if, for example, if you want to procure some engine materials, so always the material will be same. It won't change the specification like one to another, right? So similarly, we'll try to keep the master data will be same always. Okay, and we should not change directly. Okay, so this is about how the things different kinds of the master data available in our side. Okay, so what are the different masters we have? We have the material master.
So that material master can't change regularly.
It is not fixed regularly. So I mean,
okay, it's
it
fixed.
can change, but it is not suggested to change a daily basis.
Okay.
For example, you make it today, and tomorrow you come and change. So it is not suggestible to do the changes every day because it will be impact your orders. Okay. So that's why so generally what people suggest is don't change anything. Okay, so once whenever you do creation of the things, you should be cautious about that and how you need to handle that one. Okay. So that is about how the things is there. And we have the different master data. One is material master, another one is vendor master, another one is info record, another one is source list, quota arrangement. Okay, so these are the different types of the masters. Okay, then inside this material master, we have the specific configuration related to the material master. We need to do the specific configuration for the material master. Then we'll know how we can create the materials in the system and how to change, how to handle the masters regularly. That we will discuss detailedly. So we'll see how we can handle. So once system is ready, then directly we can start the configuration from the next session onwards.